Good morning, one and all. Myself Bhavani from Civil Department. Today I am going to discuss on the topic of impact of hazards. In the last previous classes, I already told you what is meant by disasters and what are the different types of disasters and how it will impact the climatic conditions and also human life. Okay. Coming to the impact of hazards means by these hazards, by these different types of hazards, what is the impact we are facing due to this different types of disasters like tufans, tsunamis, and also earthquakes like that. Okay. And firstly, coming to the global scenario. Okay, I'm going to explain about global scenario of this impact of hazards. In overall, in worldwide, it is up to 2% of the gross domestic product. It is only lost by the disasters. And due to these disasters, overall GDP, we are going to lose up to 2% to the worldwide. Okay. And also worldwide, due to these disasters only, 4% deaths are causing due to these disasters only. Why? Because in, for example, we can take Japan. In Japan, they, only that natural disaster is going to occur in their country. Why? Because in that Japan, earthquakes are hugely, they are occurring. Why? Because overall that land of that Japan is, when that land is heated due to the climatic conditions, earthquakes are going to occur. So that overall in Japan only earthquakes are hugely occurring. Okay. And due to this worldwide, 4% of the deaths are occurring due to natural disasters or man-made disasters also. Okay. And when compared this disaster risk in 2016 I'm telling, 171 countries report after taking the report of 171 countries, highly disaster risk country is Vanuatu. This Vanuatu, it is a island in the Pacific Ocean, and here in this island, overall disaster risk is very heavy and when compared with other countries. Okay, and this report is taken from 171 countries, and in this disaster risk management, India is in 77th place. Why? Because in India, our climatic conditions are somewhat better when compared with Japan and this Vanuatu, overall some of the countries. Okay, so that's why our India is in 77th place because of this disaster risk. And some of the important dates. Okay, some of the important dates are October 29th, we are going to call it as the National Disaster Day in India, and October 13th, it is International Disaster Risk Reduction Day, and next one is October 8th, that is National Disaster Risk Reduction Day. And because of these disasters, we are going to just give the lectures to the people. Why? Because so that they have to protect themselves from the natural disasters, and on these days they will give the lectures and how we are going to protect ourselves, our families from these disasters. Okay, that may be both natural and also man-made disasters, and by this due to these disasters only, we are facing so many critical conditions or climatic conditions also. Nowadays, recently, there is nothing but destruction of the building happened. Means in India, one of the state, in that state, illegal construction happened. So that they collapsed that illegal construction. And due to that one, some of the 10 members or I think 5 members, they died on the spot only. So that is nothing but the man-made disasters. And we are going to, in these days, we are going to give the proper knowledge to the people, means how we are going to protect ourselves from the natural disasters. Okay, man-made disasters nothing but, of course, those are also the disasters, but we may know somewhat, means that is going to happen like that. Okay, and mainly because of these disasters, what we are going to means how it affecting, means how these disasters are developing. Why these are developing means because of the rapid population growth, industrialization, urbanization, environmental degradation. These are mainly the effects that cause the natural disasters or man-made disasters. Why? Because if the population is increasing means automatically urbanization is going to increase, so that we have to build number of buildings to live in that one. Okay, when the population is growing means automatically for them home should be there, and so that's why they are just converting the agricultural fields. They are converting the agricultural fields towards the means plots like that one. Okay, means they are just they just want the cities or countries for the urbanization only. So that what will happen? Automatically we are going to cut the trees. Okay, or we are going to means agriculture area we are going to convert that into plots. So what will happen means automatically climatic conditions will going to happen, means so that's why natural disasters like wildfires, because of the heat, because of the hot temperature, automatically natural disasters are going to happen. When we grow the trees means automatically that will release the oxygen to us. Okay, and in the night time it will releases the carbon dioxide. So what will happen means climatic conditions will be normal when the these overall cutting of trees we are going to reduce means climatic conditions will be better. So that's why we have to eradicate the deforestation also. So we are going to eradicate urbanization, industrialization, and we are not going to degrade this environment also. Okay, and mainly um, why these disasters are going to happen, and when in India, what are the main worst disaster prone affected countries in the world, and how they affected, means how they are going to affect, in what cases they are affecting, means in the whole world mainly natural disasters or any other disasters are going to happen means they will lose the human life, and also they will lose the properties also. So that's why we are going to just learn about why these disasters is going to happen and how it will affecting the our India. Okay, here you can see India is one of the worst disaster prone affected areas. Okay, affected countries in the world. Because of what? Means worst disaster prone nothing but in our country there is disasters will be somewhat less when compared with the other countries. And because of what? Because of these two conditions. Here you can see geoclimatic conditions, topographical conditions. Because of these two conditions, our India is called as the worst disaster prone affected country. Okay, in detail we are going to learn these two conditions. Okay, coming to the first one, what is meant by these geoclimatic conditions means it is nothing but the combination of both geographical and also um, climatic conditions or factors. Okay, and this will directly influence the environment of the particular region. Means if you are going to take one region means in that area, in that overall particular region, we are going to just see the geographical and also climatic factors of the environment, and these conditions will automatically affects the factors like topography, latitude, altitude, proximity of the water bodies, and wind patterns and temperature variance. These are all the conditions, these are all the factors that is affecting the geoclimatic conditions. And some of the example, these topography, latitude, I'm going to explain in detail. And coming to the examples means how those are dangerous, and how these some of the examples I'm going to tell you is because of these geoclimatic conditions, Himalayan region is dangerous for earthquakes and also landslides. Okay, and East India is dangerous for floods, and West India is dangerous for droughts, and South India is dangerous for both floods and also droughts. I think in some decades ago in Tamil Nadu there is tsunami occurred. Okay, at that time so many hundreds of people they died. Okay, and so in South India floods and also droughts are very heavy. So that's why India is called as one of the worst disaster prone area. Means in this one, in northeast, west, overall regions, what will happen means in some of the area that is dangerous for floods, and some area it is dangerous for droughts, and some area it is dangerous for both floods and droughts, and some of the areas will be danger for this earthquakes and also landslides. Okay, so that's why in in this because of this topography, latitude, altitude, these are all the factors that is affecting these areas. Okay, and how these are going to affected means here you can see because of this climatic conditions what will happen means this is overall the cycle, overall the environmental cycle, and how these rains are going to happen, and if you are going to do the deforestation what it will be going to happen. And like this in this picture you can see means how these rains are occurring, and how this precipitation is going to occur, and how we are going to eradicate this deforestation, and how we are going to grow the trees. Okay, like this. Because in this one, because of the trees only, when the trees is going to, when the sun rays that will fall on the land or that will fall on the trees means automatically there will be the radioactive exchange will be going to happen. And near this river means near this water area what will happen means this evapotranspiration is going to occur, evaporation is going to occur. When that clouds or water vapor, they will just take the water from the rivers, okay, or rivers from the oceans, okay. When they take, afterwards, what will happen means that clouds will going to happen, and rainfall is going to occur. And from the overall factors like evapotranspiration and this water management, and from these overall conditions, rainfall is going to happen. And coming to the first one, that is this is one of the geoclimatic condition. In this geoclimatic condition, first one is topography. In this topography, what it means topography nothing but what it is look like, and what that one. Here you can see here this topography nothing but the overall earth features. Means in that features there will be mountains, there will be valleys, there will be plains, coastlines, etc. Okay, that is nothing but the overall features of your earth surface. Features of your earth surface that may include the mountains, valleys, platitude, plains, coastlines, etc. And this topography it will affect the temperature. Okay, this overall topography it will affect the temperature, precipitation, wind patterns, and due to this one there will be variations into the elevation and also landforms. Okay, so that's why this because of this topography it will automatically affect the precipitation. Precipitation nothing but what? Rainfall. Okay, this will automatically affect the precipitation, temperature conditions, and also wind patterns. Means because of this wind, how that will affect the climatic conditions, and because of this what will be the variations that occurring in elevations and also landforms. Means this is our earth. In this earth, this green area nothing but greenery, and this brown area nothing but mountains, valleys, like that, and whole this blue color will be water area. Okay, and because of this topography of the earth surface, that will overall temperature is going to affected by this, and also precipitation is going to affect by this. And coming to the next one, that is latitude. In this latitude, what is meant by this latitude? Nothing but from the equator to that of the location. Okay, the distance of your location from the equator. Okay, when compared, if this is your earth means from this one equator will be in the here. You can see the equator here, and from this equator to the distance of the location, because of because of this latitude, what will it will going to happen and how it will influence the climatic conditions? Nothing but latitude means what? Distance of the location from the this equator, and because of this equator it will determine the latitude. Okay, location from the equator, that is nothing but the latitude, and this latitude it will impact the, this will influences the amount of sunlight. Okay, amount of sunlight that part of area is going to receive, and if that part of area it will automatically receive the sunlight means, which this will affect the overall climatic conditions and also temperature. Okay, from that location, okay, from that location to the equator, firstly that is latitude, and from this latitude it will affect the, and at that area sunlight will going to fall on that area. Okay, at that time it will automatically affect its temperature and also climatic conditions. Coming to the next one, that is altitude. Altitude nothing but, it is nothing but the overall what below the area, below the sea level to the height above the sea level, here means higher altitude. This higher altitudes generally it will experience the cooler temperature. Why this experience the cooler temperature? Nothing but because to the decrease in air temperature and also temperature with increasing in altitude. Okay, and higher altitudes nothing but when the height of that above the sea level is there means, generally at that area there will be cooler temperature. Okay, cooler temperature will be there because of the decreasing air pressure. If there will be increase in altitude, nothing but next temperature will going to change. So that's why this altitude is also going to affect the precipitation and also weather conditions. Okay, in we can observe that near the sea level or near the rivers there will be some cool temperature will be there at that area. Means why it is why that happening means, if any mountain region will be there, any valleys will be there means, their climatic conditions will be very cool. Because of what? Means because of this altitude. Why? Because automatically if the altitude is very high means, automatically there will be temperature is going to cool down. Okay, and there will be decrease in the air pressure. This will automatically affects the precipitation pattern and also weather conditions. Coming to the next one, that is proximity to water bodies or to bodies of water. And in this proximity what will happen means, in coastal area they are having milder climate. Okay, milder climate will be there. Why? Because near at that coastal area only these oceans and also seas will be present. And when we are going to take the example means, in Andhra Pradesh a coastal area is there, means Krishna, Godavari, next that Srikakulam district is there. At that area they are having these water bodies. At that water bodies these having the milder climate will be there. Okay, milder climate will be there, and because of this climate this directly influence the humidity. Okay, why? Because nearer that area humidity will be very high when compared with the other areas. Means without any water bodies areas will be there, na? With water bodies and without water bodies, when we are going to compare these water bodies, these near the sea level these coastal areas will be there. At that time in that sea area there will be salt content. Because of the salt content there will be humidity, very high amount of humidity will get released in that coastal areas. Okay, so that's why this directly influencing the temperature, humidity and also precipitation patterns. Here you can see means how that cold temperature is going to change to warm temperature. Here when this cool air is taking place, because of these winds, this warm lake will release some warm moist air. Here you can see warm moist air. From this one steam fog will get released and that will go into the temperature. Okay, atmosphere, that will go into the atmosphere. From this one humidity will be increasing near that coastal areas, near that water bodies areas. So that's why near these coastal areas, temperature will be milder, okay, due to this effect of the water bodies like oceans, seas, etc. This will directly impact the precipitation, humidity, and also temperature. And next one is prevailing wind patterns. Due to this prevailing wind patterns, it is normally influenced by the factors like earth rotation. Means when this earth is rotating, that wind patterns will going to change its direction. Okay. Here you can see, if this is your earth, due to this earth, equator will be in the middle part. And when the wind is going to happen, it will automatically changes its direction due to the wind, due to this pressure systems and also earth rotation and due to this topography also. Mainly these wind patterns, these are mainly influenced by the earth's rotation and also pressure systems and also topography. Means how that topography is going to happen, these wind patterns, and how that will change the climatic conditions. Means because of this changing in the direction of winds, there will be changes for the moisture, and warmth or cold air can be seen in some areas. In some areas we can see some warm air, and the humidity will be very high in that areas, and some of the areas that will be very cool areas, and cool air is coming, and humidity is also very less. Precipitation is going to happen at that area, and because of this direction of the wind patterns also, there will be influencing to the climatic conditions, and due to this only there will be change into the moisture and warmth and cold air, and so that's why this will affect the climatic condition. And coming to the next one, that is temperature variations. Due to this temperature variations, these temperature variations are mainly occurred due to the latitude, altitude, and due to the water bodies also. Means if any area is near the water bodies, means automatically their humidity will be very high, and due to this altitude, nearer if nearer to the sea level, climatic condition is somewhat cool when compared with the other areas. Okay, and because of these variations only, there will be influence on the climatic conditions because of one region. In one region, there will be change into the climatic conditions. It will automatically affect the agriculture, biodiversity, and also human habitation. Okay, because of this temperature variations only, that will going to directly impact the agriculture, biodiversity, human habitats. So that's why these overall, because of this latitude, altitude, and due to the water bodies, this will directly influence the climatic condition only. Because of this, there will be change in the climatic conditions, and because of this agriculture, biodiversity is these factors are going to affect it. Okay, and coming to the next one, that is topographical conditions. And due to this topographical condition, it mainly refers to the this topographical conditions is mainly refers to the physical features of the earth surface in the particular area. And due to this particular area, these some of the best example, some of the best feature that will that play the significant role is landscape. Okay, means how that landscapes will be there because of this topography conditions, and the how they that will going to influence the various factors. Okay, these are we are going to study in this topographical conditions. In geoclimatic conditions, what we have learnt, become due to the earth surface or due to the atmospheric conditions, what factors they are going to change because of this latitude, altitude, due to the water bodies, wind patterns, and due to all this, how that will affecting the climatic conditions, and how there will be decrease and increase in the precipitation, and how the increase of humidity will be there near the water bodies. These are all we studied in the geoclimatic conditions. And in this topographical conditions, we are going to compare, we are going to study about a particular area, study about the particular area of that, of our earth surface. Okay. Some of the examples here you can see, Himalayas, plains, Grand Canyon, Sahara Desert, Amazon rainforest, Swiss Alps. These are all the best examples that occur due to the topographic conditions. Okay. Here you can see these are all the plains, valleys, lakes, and here rivers are there. These are the hills, mountains, and terrains. These are all comes under the topographic conditions. Okay. Here you can see how these plains will be look like and how these valleys will look like. Okay. In detail, I am going to explain now step by step. Okay. Coming to the first one, that is mountains. These mountains is also one of the factor that is affecting the climatic conditions. Okay. In the topographical area. And what is meant by these mountains means it is nothing but the elevated landforms. Elevated landforms with steep slopes and also high peaks. Here you can see in this picture, this overall peak is very high and these are having the steep slopes. Steep nothing but so much slope will not be there. Steep nothing but like this. This is nothing but the steep. Steep slopes these are having and high peaks they are having. And mainly these mountains, it will affect the weather patterns. Okay, weather patterns. How they are going to do these weather patterns? Nothing but by blocking the winds, and this will automatically cause what? Orographic precipitation. Orographic precipitation nothing but, if this is your mountain means, if any some cool breeze is going to happen because of this when this climatic conditions, when before the precipitation is going to occur, some cool breeze we can see. Okay, means we can feel that cool breeze. When a cool breeze, when any precipitation is going to happen near the mountains means, what will happen means, when precipitation, cool breeze is going to occur up to here means, what will happen means, due to orographic, due to these mountains, our overall cool breeze will go upwards like this. When that will travel to the upwards, automatically that cool breeze will get decreased. Okay. Okay. And by going downwards means after climbing that mountain region means from bottom to top and from top to bottom, overall cool breeze will going to decrease. Here up to here there will be cool breeze, means that cool breeze can cause precipitation. Mean when these mountains will be there, when they go upwards like this, when they come downwards means, here in this area that cool breeze will get disappeared. Okay, that cool breeze will get disappeared and precipitation is going to, it is not going to happen. That is called as the orographic precipitation. It is nothing but the orographic precipitation. Because of these mountains, because of that height and because of that steep slopes, these are directly causing the redirecting of the wind, and also that will automatically cause the orographic precipitation, and these also cause creating some distinct microclimates, and also these mountains will influence the erosion, drainage patterns, and also biodiversity. And because of this biodiversity also, we are facing so many problems nowadays. I already explained about what is meant by biodiversity. Because of the microorganisms, how it will affecting the atmospheric conditions like that. Because of these mountains only, these orographic precipitation is going to occur, and because of this erosion and also drainage pattern, biodiversity will all influencing because of these mountains only. And coming to the next one, that is valleys. These valleys nothing but some low-lying areas. Means its height is not high as much as the mountains. Okay, mountains height is, it is very much high. High will be there. High peaks will be there. But in valleys, these are low-lying areas. These low-lying areas nothing but towards the mountains and hill, middle there will be valleys. Middle here valleys will be there. These are nothing but the low-lying areas. And because of these valleys, they often have what? Fertile soils will be there. And because of these fertile soils, there will be developing of the fog accumulation. Okay. And due to this fog accumulation, there will be influencing the temperature variations, air drainage, and also human settlement patterns will going to happen. Okay. And coming to the next one, that is plains. And in these plains are nothing but the extensive flat or gently rolling land areas. And in these areas, these are very much suitable for the agricultural fields because of this good soil content, means these soils are fertile soils and these are easy to accessible also. Because of this plainly areas, these plainly areas nothing but the, we can call it as these are very much used for the agricultural fields because of that fertile soils. And these plains may also experience temperature extremes and also these are vulnerable to floods, especially near the river areas and also coastlines. Near the coastlines, what will happen means, if these overall plains are nearer to the water bodies nothing but rivers like that, when excess rainfall is going to happen, no? At that time, these floods are going to happen near that plainly areas. Okay, this is the main effect that is causing the problem to the temperature conditions. Okay, and coming to the next one, that is platitude. What is meant by this platitudes? Nothing but it is a elevated flat area or gently rolling areas which having the steep sides. Here you can see this is the steep side. Okay, and this can be formed by the tectonic actions and also erosions or volcanic activity. These platitudes are formed mainly due to the volcanic activities. When any volcano is going to erupt the magma lava like that, means these types of rocks, they will get formed. And maybe from erosion also and from tectonic actions also, these platitudes are formed. These are having the steepy sides. Okay, this will look like some rolling areas also. Here you can see some rolling areas it will look like. And due to this platitudes, it will cause the effect to the ecosystems. Ecosystems nothing but what? Microorganisms, some plants, animals like that. Okay, this will directly give the impact to them, means these are very problematic for the ecosystems, and these are often used for the grazing or also agricultural purpose also we can use. And coming to the next one, that is coastlines. Coastlines nothing but boundary between the land. Here you can see these are all the coast areas, coastlines. Okay, land and also sea, boundary between this land and also sea, that is called as the coastlines. And this coastline, they are varying widely, means why this coastlines, how it is going to why it is problematic to the climatic conditions and how it will impacting the atmospheric conditions, that will impact the hazards like that, means mainly this coastline can vary widely in the topography. That will include rocky cliffs, sandy beaches and coastal plains. Due to this one, they will directly influence the weather patterns and also erosion, sedimentation is going to happen, and some of the human activities nothing but fishing, tourism, shipping, means these are all the human activities. Due to this only, coastlines are destructing. Okay, coastlines are destructing because of the human activities or maybe due to the weather conditions like sedimentation, erosion, like this one. Okay, these are all the climatic conditions that is making the coastlines um, that is one of the main a very false thing for the coastlines. Why? Because in that coastlines, if we leave that area means it will very good. Okay. If we are going to develop any human activities, fishing, tourism or any shipping like that means automatically that will affect the weather conditions. Okay. And coming to the next one, that is deserts. These deserts nothing but arid regions means arid arid regions means there will be no plants or there will be no water in the desert areas. And these desert areas, these are characterized by the low precipitation. Okay, why? Because in these desert regions, precipitation will be very low when compared with the other areas. And also there is sparse vegetation also. Vegetation nothing but food. Their food is also means when there is no precipitation means there is no growth of the trees or any plants also there. They will not be there. So that's why their vegetation will not be there. And this can directly they can feature diverse topographical elements such as land domes, rocky outcrops, and also salt flats. Means due to this deserts, there will be some topographical elements such as sand dunes, rocky outcrops, and also sand flats. These deserts are mainly shaped by the wind and water erosion. Okay, when sand tsunami is going to occur means at that time deserts will automatically change its shape. Okay, because of the wind only deserts are changed. Okay, and this may have extreme weather conditions also, extreme temperature variations. When there is no water or any vegetation in the desert area means automatically there will be extreme hot temperature will be there in that area, in the desert areas. So that's why their extreme temperature variations will we can observe there. Okay. Coming to the next one, rivers and lakes. And here rivers and lakes nothing but these rivers and lakes are formed due to the water erosion and due to the deposition also. Okay. And these mainly what they will influence means local climates, and these rivers and lakes, these are also provide habitats for the wildlife. And water, this water they can provide support to the human activities such as agriculture, transportation, and also recreation. When these rivers are when they occurred some any erosion particles means soil erosion that will takes place means automatically somewhat river water will get somewhat polluted. Okay, because of the industries and also factories. From that waste, from that one waste is going to release. From that waste is nowadays that is directly going into the water bodies like oceans, seas, rivers, lakes only. Okay, when that water is polluted means we cannot use for any type of human activities like agriculture, transportation, and also recreation. So that's why these rivers and lakes are very much useful for the human life, but they may not be, when they are polluted means we cannot use them for the agricultural purpose. Okay, these overall topographical conditions are crucial for various purposes. Nothing but land use like planning, resource management, environmental conservation, and this also disaster risk reduction. Okay, means by keeping the topographical conditions safe means automatically we can decrease the disaster risk. Okay, different regions these are exhibit the unique combinations of topographical features due to this in the landscape and also ecosystem. Okay, and these are the reference books I have referred. Okay, thank you for today. Thank you everyone.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.